All right, great to be back at Lumen. Good to see everybody. Great practice, great show out from the 12s. It was a great atmosphere. Music was bumping. Guys were into it. We've gone the whole week now, so they're pretty sore, but great spirits and great practice. So day off tomorrow, and then we'll be back at it on Monday morning.
What'd you like, Mike?
I just think the spirit of our group right now and like the intention of what we're trying to achieve is spot on. It's right where we need it. I mean, we're not perfect by any stretch. A lot of things that that we're chasing right now, and we're kind of done with the install phase. So we were talking about the other day is, hey, now we're circling back and let's focus on getting really good at what we do. But some good situational work. It was great to see the threes there at the end. Go down the field. There was a funky flag that was thrown right there on third down by the ref in charge, I guess. But it was good. They went down the field, executed. We'll see if that was a touchdown at the end of TB, but guys are in a good spot, but much needed and much deserved day off.
This week it really seems like we've seen Tory Horton take off. It looks like he's fully healthy, getting more snaps. What are you seeing from him now here as we're getting close to midway?
I'm seeing the same thing you guys are. Seems like, a wise man, Steve Smith Sr. once said, rookies need to make a play a day to kind of make a name for themselves, and he's doing that. He's making multiple plays every day. So it's great for the Seahawks, great for him, great competition in the receiver room. So, we're 2 weeks in, but let's keep it rolling.
There was a score there of 31-28. Was that meaningful, or what was?
Yeah, we have our own little way to score practice based on. It's a really nerdy way of doing it, actually, off of like expected points and based off of situations. So, I think the defense came out on top today. Was it the blue or the green?
It was the left side.
Oh, green ended up coming up top.
Yeah.
Okay.
31-20. Yeah.
All right, we'll go back to the drawing board. I think all right, we'll see. Got to talk to Brian on that one. It's close. That's good. It's good. It means both sides making plays. That's what we want.
How are you going to ultimately make the decision at right guard and center? Like, what are the things that are going to ultimately decide those positions?
Well, I think you're looking for chemistry initially, overall consistency, execution. I think it's that simple. I think just who gives us the best chance to consistently move the ball, consistently run the ball, and protect Sam. So I think it's pretty simple.
You've given Jalen Sundell a lot of look at center and right guard with the ones. Like, what have you liked what is it about his game that kind of stands out to you as a part of that mix?
Well, he's really smart, and he's a great athlete. We know that, but he's shown his physicality as well. Like a guy, he's not the biggest lineman of all time, but he can hold his own on some of the power rushes. He's shown the ability to do that. And, the combination of moving people off the ball and being able to hit his targets in the second level have been impressive. He did it last year. He's done it throughout the whole offseason program. So he can pop around. We're repping a little bit of tackle right now because of our tackle situations, just to keep him warm there. And he doesn't miss a beat.
It didn't look like missed it. We didn't see a whole lot of Christian Hayes today.
He's just dealing with a little bit of a peck right now. So, but he should be okay.
What happened with Chris Stoll?
He's working through his back locked up. Not sure how long it's going to be. He may or may not be ready for the game next week, so we'll have to figure that out.
What's your impression of the rookie class overall?
Well, I think the same things that we were talking about in the spring, the spirit they've had, those habits that they formed throughout the offseason program are paying dividends for them. So the dedication, the work ethic, they've adopted routines. I think the vets are taking a liking to them because how they treat them with respect. They're good guys, but they're also really hard players doing their jobs. There's a responsibility there. So it's just a great combination of talent, of ability, of character, football character, and they spend a lot of time with one another. The linemen are thick as thieves, as Jim Harbaugh would say, and it's going to be a fun group to track, over this year and years to come.
How's Sam Darnold doing, assimilating everything?
He's doing great. Yeah, he's doing great. You saw command today. I mean, we put him in some tough situations, but moved the ball with the ones a good bit, and then saw that drive. We simulated an overtime drive, so moved the ball into position to kick the field goal right there, and either way it came out, the Seahawks were going to win today, so that was good.
How is his leadership showing up in particular ways?
Well, I think the confidence he has with the relationships with the guys on the whole team, that he can just be him, and that's good enough. You know, you saw it with me last year. You're coming in a new situation, kind of figuring out like, you know, what's the deal, you know, who's who and how it works out. But he's going a lot quicker than I did. But I think there's a respect there with the guys, and they appreciate his work ethic and who he is as a person. And he's a dang good quarterback too. That helps.
This is your second year getting to coach Dareke Young. How have you seen him progress in this offense? He's had the number of touchdowns scored, one today.
Yeah, he's another guy who keeps making plays every day, so you can't ignore that. I feel the physicality. You know, he's always been a physical guy, especially on special teams, gunner, that sort of thing. But in the run game, we feel him. I feel like he's somehow like gotten more flexible. You know, he's done a ton of offseason work. So he's a rocked up guy. He's really strong, but getting in and out of his breaks, sinking his hips, explosive out of breaks. You feel that, and then he's made some really great contested catches, especially in the red zone. So that's been great. You know, happy for him. He deserves, you know, the situation that he's put himself in.
AJ Finley got hurt on that touchdown. And do you know any more as to what happened there? So
we're gonna get tests, but initial feedback is not positive. So I won't kind of make a declaration yet. But thoughts and prayers are with AJ. That's what we were doing at the end there, just saying a prayer on his behalf, and just what a great person, what a great just young person, full of just great spirit, incredibly smart, just treats everybody with such respect. He's got such a life about him, man. And so it's heartbreaking. You know, these guys, they work so hard. It's just one play. It's such a shame.
Was that his knee, Mike?
Yeah.
How's Ernest Jones doing?
He's doing well. You know, he's working through personal stuff right now, so he's on his way back. But he's a guy that, like we said, I mean, we need to support him in this time. And but he's doing a great job. He's doing a great job. But he's battling through a lot of things right now. So, but he'll be good to go. He's coming around.
He posted up mine this morning, Mike, with his father.
About his dad, yeah.
And have you tried to, or even feel the need to talk to him about something like that?
Yeah, of course. I can't imagine going through that, you know, and it's, but that's why it's so important for us to, you know, have the Moes and the Soups and the Jonathans and the Roys in the building to have support for guys when they need it, because our guys need help. I mean, obviously EJ needs it now, but there's, you know, we got 90 guys on the roster. They're all dealing with stuff, and it's just I can't. It's hard to imagine. So you're trying to be empathetic with them, and you know, again, let's be as supportive as we possibly can. And I mean, he's such a beast. I mean, the guy is just such a alpha. I mean, he's our, you know, probably our top leader on defense, and but it's a tough time. It's a tough time. It's really, really hard, and his family needs him, you know, and they're really far away. So that's a tough balance right now. So it's going to be a process over the next, you know, however, you know, it's just one of these things kind of never goes away. It's this new reality, which is unfortunate.
What have you learned about that aspect of this job? The 90 guys, everybody having something in management?
Yeah, you just realize the gravity of it. You know, as you build relationships with guys, you have a better appreciation for the things that they're bringing to the table. You don't want to call it baggage, but it's you know, the things that are going through their minds and spirits at all times, and that's part of how we decide who to hire people in the building. And as coaches, you're not just hiring expertise, you're hiring the person, and that's really important. It's just like when you draft a player or you trade for a player. Because we're all human, you know. It's a human experience, you know. You guys are experiencing, like, from your point of view, our players are doing the same thing. And nowadays, I mean, there's so much crap going on with information and feedback, and everyone makes judgment, and there's money. It's just, which is great. I mean, we love this game, and there's attention, and it's the biggest sport in the world. It's all great. I mean, this is what we asked for. We're living our dreams, but sometimes it's not easy as it seems. You know, there's stuff that you have to go through.
You talk about the start for game prep week, and it's a bit of a unique first game. Are you going to talk to the team at all about the cheers that might be coming for people on the other sideline, and how to kind of be prepared for that?
No, we're not going to talk about that. I mean, I haven't even thought about it. Look, we should be cheering Pete when he gets here. We should be cheering Gino. How could you not? So yeah, we should be cheering those guys. Now, when the ball snap, I mean, we're going to go try to win the game, and we're not going to be playing our starters, but we're going to go compete like heck. I think Pete would appreciate that, and I hope Pete gets a great ovation. He deserves it.
Mike, getting back to some performances by some players, Zach Charbonnet just seems he's been going about this business professionally, all camp so far. What are you seeing from him?
Yeah, he's just a stud. I mean, he's just everything you want in a person and a football player. That's him. I mean, he's just does it every day. Same person, great spirit, strong as an ox, does everything right. I mean, I could, you just go. What do you want from a football player, Zach Charbonnet?
You mentioned the overtime situation, going down and getting the kick. What did you think of Brady stepping in and snapping
Yeah,
it down?
Yeah, we slowed the rush down a little bit. We can't afford to lose Brady, but it's one of these things that you have to be ready for these things and go through all these possible scenarios. But Brady's the man; he's ready to go. He practices on his own, and yeah, he's awesome.
Is Kenneth Walker dealing with something?
He's still a little soreness from the sprint with his foot right now, but he's fine. We're just taking care of him right now throughout camp.
Mike, it seems like Jackson Smith and Jigba, it seems like he's taken another stride even with his showing so far.
Yeah.
What have you kind of seen? It seems like he's making big plays downfield just about every practice you have. Like he's made a real leap. Well, what do you see in his game right now?
It's hard to say. It's like that. This is more than expect. It's like we had a great vision. I think he led the charge on the type of player that he wants to be. He's kind of set his own standard and his goals that he wants to be, an elite receiver in this game and in our league, and I think he's right there. Can run all the cuts, run on the whole route tree, take the top off. He's great after the catch. He's great in the run game. He's playing really decisive right now. He's moving around. I mean, he's playing multiple spots. Him and Coop have a great relationship, and let's keep it rolling. Because we're going to need him, and we're going to feature him, and teams know that. But he's doing a great job.
Does it seem like Sam and he are kind of that chemistry really building maybe the last couple weeks?
Yeah. Just like we were saying, as we're all kind of spending all this time with one another, getting into form, it matters to them to get it figured out. There's a lot of little conversations that have to happen and reps, whittling away until you figure out, you kind of get in that groove. So I think they would tell you they're on our way. We're not where we want to be, but the trajectory's in the right place.
So you dropped down and do some push-ups during the one-on-one period?
Yeah, Quez bet me if Mike Moe is going to win. I think it was against Olu. I have to accept the bet.
Who bet you?
Marquez, MVS. And so, I mean, you can't turn it down. So 5 push-ups, I lost the bet. It's Mike Moe's fault.
Anything else?
All right.
Thanks.
Okay, thanks, guys.
In a second.